I've never seen such a bizarre prison. Except for one male doctor, everyone here, from the warden, police, and chefs to the prisoners, are all beautiful women. They have fair skin, pretty faces, and long legs, wearing short skirt uniforms with curvy figures. For men, this place is like heaven, but for the women here, it's a living hell. They subject newcomers to rough examinations, and if you don't cooperate even a little, you're subjected to inhumane torture. Those who are lucky can survive, but those who can't endure are covered with a white cloth and cremated in front of the other female prisoners. There are no entertainment activities here, just endless work and occasional internal conflicts. Lisa was caught because her boyfriend started a revolution and was sentenced to life imprisonment here. She keeps to herself, aloof and cold, but when others are bullied, she still lends a helping hand. Even though Lisa is in prison, she maintains correspondence with her boyfriend. This time, her boyfriend said the situation outside is not optimistic. The next day, while working, a black girl in the room, seeking revenge, quietly went to tell the prison guard. The guard searched Lisa and found the letters, but she remained calm because the letters were written in code that only she and her boyfriend understood. The guard still took Lisa away and hung her in a bamboo cage under the sun at night. She was brought indoors and tortured. No matter how much they tortured her, Lisa never revealed a single word. After being tortured for a day and a night, the barely alive Lisa was thrown back into the room. Sister Jin quickly came to help, while others turned away to avoid suspicion, pretending to sleep. Lisa told Sister Jin she planned to escape. Rather than being tortured to death here, she thought it better to find a way out. Sister Jin didn't agree, saying the place was heavily guarded, and escaping could be a dead end, they say. It's better to live miserably than to die well, and she didn't want to take that risk. However, she soon changed her mind. This is a prison full of women, and men have become a rarity here. Besides the one male doctor, there are two men who can come and go freely. Every so often, they bring supplies to the prisoners, and with a little effort, they can get what they want. The female prisoners compete to please the two men. The black-haired man is an old hand at this. Already very familiar with the rules here. Every time, it's all about enjoying to the fullest. The white-haired man is a newbie, the type with the desire but not the courage. He can only watch while others indulge. Only when passing by the bathroom does he dare to sneak a peek through the frosted window at the scenes inside. That day, Sister Jin noticed him, but she didn't make a fuss. As a normal woman, she also needed to communicate with others. So, she secretly hid in the storage room, and when the white-haired man came to store goods, she directly closed the door and threatened him with a knife to have a good chat with her there. The white-haired man realized that resisting would not end well, so he chose to surrender. Just as they were having a pleasant conversation, the deputy warden discovered them. The white-haired man was so scared that he quickly ran out. Sister Jin, however, faced severe punishment and fainted from not being able to withstand it. The deputy warden ordered to cover her with a white cloth and take her for cremation. On the way, they happened to meet a doctor. The doctor lifted the white cloth, checked on Sister Jin, and hurriedly sought help from the doctor. The deputy warden claimed that Sister Jin had self-harming tendencies and was about to take her to the medical room for treatment. The doctor was well aware of her tricks but still managed to save Sister Jin. Once recovered, Sister Jin decided to escape with Lisa. First, they needed to plan the escape route. The walls were too high to realistically climb over. Digging a tunnel was also not feasible without the right tools. The only relatively weak point was the prison's main gate. As long as they could break through it, they could escape. But relying on just the two of them was too weak. So, they decided to recruit their cellmates. However, inside, the strong black sister was the leader, and to recruit others, they had to deal with her first. Sister Jin deliberately stepped forward to provoke, agreeing to find a place to have a good practice. That day, while working outside, using the over 2-meter high poles around, they started a duel. Due to Sister Jin's petite stature, she initially had no advantage. During the fight, Sister Jin accidentally fell into a mud pit. She invited Black Sister to get close to nature together. Before Black Sister could agree, she was directly pushed in by a cellmate. Unexpectedly, Sister Jin was like a fish in water in the mud pit. Black Sister started losing repeatedly and was quickly subdued by Sister Jin. From then on, Sister Jin became the leader of the room. At night, they revealed their escape plan, and everyone agreed to join. Even Black Sister was willing to participate. Everyone brainstormed and came up with strategies. First, they had to deal with the deputy warden. He was like a dog, almost never needing sleep, 24 hours a day. Next, they needed to deal with the prison guards. We need someone to assist us, and it's best to have a car too. This deputy warden is really cruel. He often takes pleasure in torturing female prisoners. Lisa discovered that every time he tortures a prisoner, he always dismisses his attendants. This could be a breakthrough. During mealtime, Lisa and her group deliberately caused a commotion, and the dining hall turned into chaos. The deputy warden who came to check was also splattered with food. The angry deputy warden rounded them all up, intending to teach them a lesson. Black Sister pretended to seek revenge and went to the warden to report that Lisa and her group were planning to escape. The deputy warden searched them one by one but found nothing suspicious. Finally, he pushed them into the steam room, planning to steam them all. Black's sister found the delivery guy with black hair and talked to him. Just come over tonight, get the guards drunk, and after they leave, I'm yours. The black-haired guy had been eyeing Black's sister for a long time, so he agreed without hesitation. Black's sister tied a piece of wire to her roommate's kitten and then put the kitten into the ventilation duct. Whether it succeeds or not depends on this one move. Unexpectedly, in the same room, a mentally ill person suddenly had an episode and stabbed Black's sister in the neck. The two men arrived at the prison as agreed, brought alcohol to the guard at the gate, and after several rounds of drinks, the guard started to get a bit tipsy. The black-haired guy told the white-haired guy to keep the guard busy while he hurried to the room to find Black's sister. Unexpectedly, Black's sister was already dead. Meanwhile, the temperature in the steam room was getting higher and higher, and just as they were about to give up, the kitten, following its owner's scent, crawled through the ventilation duct. After retrieving the wire from the kitten, they set a trap at the door, claiming there was an issue and called the deputy warden over. As soon as the deputy warden approached the door, the wire was pulled tight around his neck, controlling him. He had no choice but to obey and opened the steam room door for them, and they even took his gun. After locking the deputy warden in the small dark room, they were about to escape with the gun when they saw a person wearing a black headscarf. Every time a prisoner was punished, this person was present, so they guessed it must be the warden. After a chase, it turned out to be the warden, who was secretly meeting with the doctor. The doctor didn't dare resist and was easily captured. The two men were preparing to escape. Lisa and her group were already hiding in the car. They threatened the men to drive them away, promising good rewards later. The mentally ill roommate tried to follow, waking the drunk guard, who shot and killed the mentally ill roommate. Lisa shot and killed the guard, and the gunfire alerted the other prison guards. A shootout ensued, and when they reached the main gate, they tried to use the warden as leverage to open it, but the warden didn't play by the rules. This tactic didn't work, so they had to use a car to break through the gate. However, the dark-haired man wasn't confident, so Sister Jin had to pull out her trump card. A small cat jumped off the car, and when someone went to chase the cat, they were shot dead on the spot. They successfully escaped, and by dawn, the female prisoners had changed into the two men's clothes, leaving the voluptuous Diane Yunlang behind. They hadn't even started the car yet. The prison guards, along with reinforcements, were in pursuit. Lisa handed a letter to her cellmate, asking her to give it to her boyfriend. After her cellmate left, Lisa picked up two guns. She was already severely injured from the night before and didn't plan on leaving alive. More and more reinforcements arrived, and a fierce gunfight broke out. Unfortunately, Lisa was shot and killed. She sacrificed her life for freedom. During the gunfight, the car's gas tank was punctured, spilling gasoline everywhere. The injured Sister Jin took out a lighter, and just as the warden was about to be rescued, he was blown to bits. Shi Yong Dakson arrived on the mainland, but whether he could bring hope to the prison depended on his fate. The doctor saved the injured Sister Jin, and whether they could live a shamelessly happy life depended on how they arranged things. The movie, Dollhouse, ends here. It's a film from 197 years ago. It's said the director used a budget of $100,000 to successfully earn $400,000 at the box office, thanks to the screen full of fair-skinned, beautiful, long-legged women. Although the plot seemed average, the women were quite pleasing to the eye. Alright. If you want to see more great movie reviews, please follow me. Bye-bye.
Yeah!